Go ahead. Go ahead.
Tofik, who is here? I need to know who's here.
Vicky
Okay.
and Lisita are
Oh,
here.
wonderful. Okay, great. Hi, Vicky. Hi, Lisita.
Hello.
Please, I'm just like, today is not my day. Everything that should go wrong is going wrong. So it's like one of these crazy days. Okay, so I want to talk to you a little bit about something before we start. Tofik?
Eric, right? Yes. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Enjoy.
Okay, I don't want to talk at the same time you're talking. So can I start?
Tofi, you need to mute.
Just give me this
Tofi, you need
Tofik,
to
mute yourself.
Okay?
Tofik,
Yes.
mute yourself because I hear you talking to the guy. So please mute yourself.
He did.
Okay, great. I never know the same one thing or not. Okay, so let me tell you about something very interesting before we start. First of all, let me welcome back my dear friend and colleague, because she does do some writing for the book, Vicky.
Thank
And
you.
everybody's happy to see Vicky here. And I know I am. I know Lisita is. So, Vicky, we welcome you with open arms and warm hearts.
Thank you.
Oh, it's our pleasure. I can't tell you how excited I am that you're here. Vicky, I will definitely be seeing you probably in May. I'd like it to be the end of April. It all depends on how things go to open up that thing that we were talking to you about. That doesn't concern this meeting. Okay, Her Pain, the book that we just did, and Vicky was part of that book, is in. And may I say happily that it is just, it really got to me because I can't even explain it. When I saw that book, I said to myself, gee, somebody really understands what I went through with the cancer, with everything else. And I read what Lynn Jones wrote, and I read what a lot of other people wrote, and it really touched my heart. Tofik, can you try to contact Miriam Lamoki? Because she told me to buzz her before the meeting, and I'm sure
I'm contacting her now. Oh, sure. I'm contacting her now, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Keep
Okay,
talking,
so
keep
that
talking,
that
okay?
book, okay, Tofik, that book was just wonderful, and it's out and available on Amazon. Now for something more interesting, and I think Lisita and I will laugh. Oh, it's not funny, really, is it? Ceasefire, which was a book that we did recently about Palestine and Israel. As a Jew, I protest a lot of the things that Israel did. But I think I wrote very partially. I had a lot of people in there from the Arabic world. I think I was the only American, maybe somebody else, I'm really not sure. But they refused. Amazon is giving us a hard time about putting that book on. And I will, because I'm so annoyed with it, I will publish this privately and pay for it. Because it's an excellent book. It's over 100 pages and a book that has a lot of passion. We have writers from all parts of the world, and Amazon had the nerve to not allow that. So I just had to tell you that I'm really, really annoyed. Okay, I want to talk a little bit about not only Her Pain. I invited some people to this meeting. I don't know whether or not they'll make it because there are different time zones, and people don't always remember. And I don't care if it's just the four of us; it works fine for me. We're going to talk today about women and their pain, not men, women and their pain. And I'm going to go into, first of all, I'd rather not go into the personal, I'd rather go into my pain with cancer. I danced the dance. I did everything I could possibly do. I told myself it's my body and my choice. The activist, as I was an activist, I'm sure of that. And that's what I did. But I thought for every month that I signed up for a new project or that I did something new for Lynn's Kids Are Saving Souls, and I have done a lot, I thought that I just wanted to go ahead and I wanted to do my own thing, which was wrong. It was totally wrong. And because every day I worry, is it coming back? Is it not coming back? And so I finally decided, I don't know if I didn't make a whole big deal about this on Facebook because it really isn't anybody's business. but I have decided that I am having this surgery, and hopefully with everything I've gone through at this point, will be a good go in the middle of February. So that's why, Vicky, I said I should be out there in May or the end of April. I figured that's a good time to come. Okay, so the pain I experienced was pain with cancer. I would never have gotten through this pain if it wasn't for the women of Saving Souls. And Tofi, also contact Christine Yokohama. She told me an hour ago that she was waiting. So can you do
Okay, I'm
that?
going to contact everyone. Okay, just
Thank you,
feel free to
sweetheart.
be talking. Okay, bye.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I talk in my sleep. Okay, so I had a wonderful support system. The women of Saving Souls Women's Network really got me through. People of Facebook and DC, I could never have made it without them. And of course, the most important person was my wonderful husband, Tofi, who, even though sometimes he tortures me, I absolutely adore him. He was at my side. He held my head when I was nauseous, when I couldn't get from the couch to the chair to the couch. He pushed the couch. Well, I never saw anything like this. Pushed the couch all the way over to me, and I was actually able to sit on the couch. And how I got there, then I had crawled up the steps to go to sleep. So I could actually say that I've been down in the dirt with cancer. And I'm happy to say that my mindset is totally different now. My mindset right now is I can conquer anything with God at my side. I'm not going to start going into my religious theories because not everybody feels the way I do. But I only feel I could not have made it. On the radiation table, I used to close my eyes and pray to God. And I used to say, God, I know you're with me. Please get me through it. The sessions itself were nothing to worry about. It was when I came out of the session, the need to throw up was a big deal. Without God, I would not have made it. Without Tofi, without all of you. So I'm so thankful that I got through it. But I had to think about it. And I had to say, gee, this body, my choice thing is just fine, but I can't make, with all the books and everything, I can't make commitments to go any further unless I know I'm going to be safe for a while. So I decided on the surgery, which, may I tell you, after taking a PET scan, I'm like the ninth wonder of the world. They cannot figure out why the tumor is so small. I have only had immunotherapy, and they don't even have to cut muscle. They just have to remove the tumor, and that's it. And that'll give me a couple of years, whatever it is. You get to an age where really a couple of years you're very thankful for. Every day you're thankful for. So I wake up every morning and I say, thank you, God, for saving me, and thank you for my Tofi and for all my wonderful support system. So that's my day.
Love you whenever and whatever, and now, in the future, and eternally. I love you.
I love you too, honey. And so I would like to not talk only about myself and the pain that I inflicted as a woman, but I'd like to ask, Lucita, can you talk about anything that you went through with pain?
Okay. In 2019, I was 69. I got excruciating pain in my intestine, and it was much worse than any other stomach pain before. And when so I couldn't drink even. I couldn't eat. I didn't want to eat. But it took several days for me to decide to go into the hospital. And then it took me another week till the operation happened, but I had an obstruction in my intestines, and they were feeding me on intravenous. And the pain was being controlled with, seems like I'm the whole ibuprofen family I respond very well to. But when they say
great.
you can't have any more of it, that's when the problem is. Because if they give you a certain amount and then they can't give. So after the operation, I was in even worse pain because of the operation. But I did get through it, and my intestines now function, and I'm alive.
Thank
So
God.
I am very thankful. Yes.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing that. How is everything else, Lucita?
My grandson got out of the
Oh,
aut- the center in
Good news. Good
Connecticut, so
news.
he was allowed to go home. They did recommend a residential care center, but my daughter refused.
good for her.
She wanted to have him home. And he seemed very relieved and very affectionate
Oh, I
that,
could cry. I feel so relieved at this moment.
that she took him back. Yes.
If she needs me, you know I'm there 24/7.
Thank you, darling. Thank
Oh,
you.
you know I mean that from my heart. Okay, now we're going to move to my friend who I am so happy to see here, Vicky. Vicky, do you want to talk a little bit about what happened to you?
Well, yes, I don't want to talk about it, but I will.
Yay!
I don't like to think about it, but last June I slipped in the shower and I fell backwards and I broke my shoulder. And that was quite an experience. So the hard part about it was that I mean, I went to a surgeon and we decided that it would be worse if I had surgery. But he put me in a immobilizer, which meant that I couldn't move. I
Oh,
had
yeah.
to live in this thing, because I couldn't hold my right arm up. So, but that was really the worst part about it. And then I also got physical therapy for it, and that was a progressive thing. I think that it was the physical therapy after I had the immobilizer off after 2 months. They helped me to move my arm back so that I could start to use it. But it was a gradual thing. In the first place, when it first happened, I couldn't even get off the toilet. It was just terrible. And I had to have help. And fortunately, my family helped me. The girls both came. The young came once, each time. And Hank luckily it was in the summer.
Oh, yeah.
Hank had more time off and he helped me too, but it was touch and go. I mean, it was, I had to, I had to kind of wait for help. But anyway, so I mean, in the most basic ways. And so but that lasted a little while. And then I learned how to cope with, with having one arm. And it was just a really difficult, and it was very painful, to sleep at night and to, and also in the day. But I did do rounds of ibuprofen. I actually used Aleve, and that helped me a lot. But I mean, that relieved a little, but still, like when it's cold, I feel my arm hurt, my shoulder hurts. And my shoulder hurts still when I have stress or something like that. But they said that after a year it'll be all completely healed. So, and that's next June. So, but in the meantime, well, actually, I'm better. I can, yeah, like today I was able to, I did some decluttering on my top shelf in my pantry, and I was able to reach all the way up. So every day, yeah, all the way up. So yeah, every day I'm getting, I can do more. I stretch more. I'm back to walking, and I'm really starting to feel like I did before I hurt, except for that it hurts sometimes. And I don't take any medication for it or anything. I just say, oh yeah, it hurts right now.
I do the same thing. I don't like to take medication unless I absolutely have to.
Yeah, so that's basically what it was. But boy, and I was stupid. I slipped in the shower because I didn't have a shower mat. And so since then, I've been using one. I highly recommend it.
You learned your lesson. Now, my girlfriend has something different. She has one of those shower chairs where she
I
can
don't need
get
that.
into the shower and sit on a chair, which seems safe too. I don't have that either. I have a shower mat.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't need that. I just. Okay, so.
Okay, so that's good.
Yeah.
And I love what you wrote for the book. That was wonderful.
I thought it was the best way to approach it because
No, but I loved it. It was great.
it was kind of a depressing subject. So I tried.
Pain is depressing,
Vicky,
dear. Whether it's
Vicky,
pain from an illness or
Vicky.
pain from a man, it's depressing. Any way
Len,
you look at it.
Len, Vicky, I never knew that you are a good poet. Your poem is
See?
just
I'm not.
So-
I'm not a
amazing,
poet, and I know
amazing.
it.
Darling, but I know I have a lady poet,
But I had.
and I know about poetry. You have a great skills for poems writing. I
Well,
congratulate you.
in a kind of a Dr. Seuss sort of way.
Yeah, what's the difference? It got the point across. That's the important thing. Is we're showing other women that yes, we can combat this through the way we do it, and if it's in a lighter way, sometimes it's even better. So
Well,
I'm gonna,
yeah, I didn't want
I
to
love it.
belabor it.
Yeah, but I would say one more thing. You've gone through a lot these past 2 years, and
Well,
yeah, you
things
came
are
through it.
good.
I know that, and I'm so.
Things are
I have to say, I feel
really good.
so happy for you that you're at
Yeah.
the stage where things are the way they are, and
Yeah.
and your daughter and her man sing your praises all the time. I just want you to know that. And your
Oh,
granddaughter, oh my God. She was trying to say hello to me the other day. She put her on, she called me while she was cleaning up, Kristen. You know how she is. And
Yeah.
she's all over the house with Gabby following her. And Gabby's trying to throw me a kiss, which is the cutest thing. I started making my stupid noises, like when I see a baby or a young kid, especially Gabby, because she went through so much, and this kid is so happy. And she's just throwing kisses. She was running all over the place. And that's her skeltered life. I always tell her you wouldn't be there without your mother. And
Oh,
she knows it. So
that's true.
I
She loves
really
her mom.
admire you for what you did for your daughter.
It was natural to do that.
I understand that, but it was not easy.
Well, it was, I'm thankful for it, to have that time with Gabby. I have a special feeling for her, and I appreciate it. And she's such a doll, so she's enjoyable to be with, and
she visited one of our Saving Souls women's meeting, and Kristen promised me they'll do it again. She visited one of our Saving Souls women's meeting, and she was all over the place. She was much younger then. And
well, you remember how she was. She was that way when she was with us too, everywhere. We contained her.
Love that kid. That kid has a face that could knock out an audience. I mean,
oh, I know. She has so much charm. She really does. But Kristen said this morning that she wants to write a book. I talked to her in the morning.
I know, we talked about it. We were collaborating. We're gonna help.
Yeah, I think that's exciting. She wants to do that.
I told her we're gonna meet once a week in Zoom. She'll give me her ideas, and I'll give her, how I think she's going. And we're going to try, but her schedule is just so chaotic. I told her I'll build myself around her schedule because that book has to come out.
Well, she also has to do an internship, which means she has to give up one of her days off. So she'll work it out. If she needs something, she asks for it. So I'm sure she'll work. It'll be fine. She will be.
But that's only thanks to you, and I haven't said it enough, and that's why I'm saying it.
Oh, I appreciate that.
No, I mean it seriously. I admire everything you did for that little girl and for your daughter. I admire it so much.
It was a joy to do it.
Okay,
it really was.
Hats off to you. Now, for our last speaker, we will have Mr. Tofik, who will talk about pain. Lord knows Tofik is going through enough pain lately. Go ahead, Tofik, hit it. I hope he's here because he went to fix my iPhone.
He's muted.
Tofik, unmute yourself.
Lynn,
I did. I just did it.
There's a lot of noise. I can't. When
you could tell us a little bit about what you're going through now.
From which side? I'm going through
pain.
Oh, yeah. I have a bad flu, and I'm still getting quite, cold, but everything is great. So I taken syrup. I was planning to see, the family doctor, so we couldn't make it today. So we're doing it for next week or whatever.
Right.
in general, I'm good. How you want to be good, and you have by your side this beautiful lady
Ah,
with the
look at this hair.
blondie
I didn't
hair.
even comb it.
It's
My
not
hair
a
is
wig, just to remind everyone, it's not a wig, it's my baby's
woohoo!
hair. He's back. The powerful lady is back, and I'm so thrilled that she's back. You know what? She reminded me of our first day when we first have meet. Oh my God, the same lady with energetic power, with she taught me by her writing. She can write 2 books in one day, and some
Not
people
finish
just
them, just
wonder.
dabble.
Some friends on Facebook and some friends, especially from the UN, Sir Gordon. Once he told me how you write books so you write too much book. Are there really books? I said you can order and read it. And I
Of
sent
course,
him
it's
the
not
books
gonna.
I wrote myself about the Moroccan cuisine. I wrote another book with the help of my wife, of course, about magical poem. I put there all the poems we wrote to each other, me and my baby. And the poems were most of them written by this lady in front of you, and they were amazing. So I thought, why not put all these poems in a book and call it magic poems or poetry, magic poetry. And see, you see, Vicky, you are not only the one who writes poets. I do too. But I'm
It's
learning.
He's
I'm
an
learning.
excellent writer. He just doesn't have the confidence.
No, one thing I don't write anytime. I need some special mood
Confidence.
to write. I can't write anytime. No. Anyway, I'm good with my baby. She's there. She is back, and life is good. That's it.
that's good to hear.
Thank
That's
you.
good.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know.
yeah. Thank you.
He is the most
Excuse, wait,
supportive,
my
wonderful
accent.
person.
Excuse my accent. I'm not New Yorker. I'm not
Okay, it doesn't
American.
matter. We have to
My
stop saying
accent
that
is
you are a New
Steven,
Yorker. That's
like
it.
Waco. But I
Okay,
understand, and I make people understand what I mean. It's the context, not the accent. Love you all. Okay, go ahead,
we
lady.
love you too. Thank you, Tofik. Okay, so I want to tell you about an idea. I want to spin an idea by, since we discussed this and I see nobody else is coming for their own reasons. I don't spaz about that anymore. The new book. I was talking to Joanne, who happens to be my best sounding board, Joanne Pons from France. And we were talking about a new book. And I'm so disgusted with my mayor. Vicky knows about my mayor because of Anna. My mayor,
Yeah.
Eric Adams, cutting school programs, cutting shelters, cutting this, cutting that. He is ruining our city. So I need to do something to fight, to get it out and release it before I have a heart attack from him. And I will have a meeting with him. I spoke to George. George is arranging with a meeting with me and somebody from the public advocate's office. Then after that, we're going to go a little further, possibly even. I don't care if I don't meet him. The point is, this is outrageous because children are going to wind up in crime. They're going to wind up on the streets. So I'm thinking of doing another Mr. Rights book. Joanne liked this. Mr. Rights and his dissatisfaction with our leaders. Something like that. The title is unimportant. What do you think about that, Lasita? About writing about how we're not satisfied with our public leaders?
Um,
Lasita.
my attitude is to be grateful for as much as I can possibly be rather than to be complaining. So that's my attitude.
Yeah, I understand that, but I'm talking about the leaders that are leading us.
I know, but I don't let them control. Yeah, I mean, I understand, and I would think letters to the editor
Yeah, something
or
like
New
that.
York
Something
Times
yeah.
and things like that might be the most effective because it might reach
Interesting.
more people than your book might.
I think that's very interesting, and it's something to think about. Thank you. And what about you, Vicky? What do you think?
Well, I have to say that I live in California, and I'm fairly satisfied with Governor Newsom. So I don't, and I think the only other thing that you could do is maybe public protest.
Oh, we have that every day. There's a protest for him every day in front of City Hall.
Well, there you go, and that's very public. I personally, I mean, although I listen to what goes by, they go by Theo now.
Yes, I'm sorry. Go
But
ahead.
yeah, but I listen when they're not happy with some of the choices that he makes for the city. I think when is his next election?
I think they're going to impeach him. I don't think he'll get to an election. I really think
Oh,
I've never
that's
seen New
where I
York
would
so
be put. That's where I'd put my energy.
right. Okay, well, we're working towards that. But so then help me out, ladies. Give me a topic for a new book. I'm going
Thankfulness.
to throw this out to everybody.
I like that. Thankfulness. Yeah, that's a good one. We could all be that way. I think it's healing. That's good.
Okay, I agree with that. Let's talk about we could do a book about why we should be thankful, but I think we've done something similar. Lucita, what do you think is a good new topic for a book?
Appreciating beauty.
Oh, I love that.
Oh yes.
Oh, wonderful. Well, I like the title.
Okay, that's it. It's a winner. No more discussion.
Okay.
Something that's
Can
controversial.
I suggest a title?
Yes, Tawfiq.
Thank you, Lena. Together fighting for women's empowerment.
We've done that, at least 4 books on that, Tawfiq. I love you to pieces, but we've done so much on that. I like appreciating beauty.
Yes.
How about a book on
One
kindness?
last thing. Did you talk about what happened to our ceasefire book? What happened?
Yes, I did in the very beginning. We
Okay,
did
that's
that.
it.
Okay. Go
That's
ahead,
it.
Vicky. What were you going to say?
I actually think we should be appreciating nature, because I think if it was called
Nature is beauty.
but then it might get into film stars and appearance of human beings rather than the beauty all around us.
But I think appreciating beauty is an open topic, and that you can go with it any way you want to.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that.
I absolutely love that. Okay, that's it, ladies. That's a wrap. Okay. Does anybody have anything else they would like to say?
Well, yeah, maybe sometime. Have you ever done one on kindness?
Oh, yes. We did 2 on kindness. One was share kindness. Another one was like pay it forward. But I like that. That could come after that. I'm writing it down.
So I just want to say to close this meeting that thank you, Vicky, for joining us. Thank you, Vicky. You are back. And we love you. We loved you, and we will still love you. To be fair, what happens, it was just
okay. We don't keep looking back.
Can I finish, my beautiful lady? No. You interrupt me all the time.
All the time.
What happened, dear sister Victoria, not Vicky, because you are Victoria.
Gloria.
What happened is a blessing in disguise. Welcome back, and we love you.
Well, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Sophie.
Always forward,
okay,
never
ladies,
back.
does anybody else have anything you want to say?
Oh, I think I could share a picture of Elias coming home from the hospital. Actually, I can't share it because I hadn't chosen it yet, so I have to somehow.
You can send it to us via email if you want.
Yeah, why don't I do that instead? Because now I'm stuck with. Okay, let me open it first, and then I could share it.
Okay, we have plenty of time.
I can. Let's see if I can access it.
Okay.
Here he is. Okay, now it's open. Now I can share. Okay. So this is him in the car coming home.
I'm having a problem. Here we go. Oh,
look at those.
This could touch your heart.
Look, he resembles to you, Sister Lasita.
I thought so.
Wow. Your face trait is copy paste with him. Wow.
He was only allowed stuffed toys in that hospital, so he is surrounded by stuffed toys.
Oh, wonderful that he's home. That's like a blessing.
The look means blood. The look he did is I'm praying for him and for his
Thank
mom
God.
and for you, Lasita, so he can come back
Thank
and
God.
speedy recovery.
Yeah.
How long was he in the hospital?
I
Yeah.
think it was like 3 months.
Oh,
Yeah, it
Oh
was
my
a
goodness.
special treatment center for severely disturbed autistic children. And
Oh,
they put him through a bunch of different meds, and I think he came home not on any meds. So let's hope it will work.
thank
oh,
God.
Yeah,
oh,
Well,
wow.
keep
Okay.
praying for
That's
him. You can be sure of that we're all praying for him.
yeah.
Thank
Okay,
you for
everyone.
sharing
Thanks so much for coming.
that.
And we hope to see you in 2 weeks.
Was that, are they every 2 weeks?
Every other Friday.
Okay, at 10 o'clock, my time, 1 o'clock
Yeah,
your.
because I do the blind Monday and Tuesday. So Fridays are good for me. Thursday is sometimes the oncologist. You know, so I want to get a day where I know I'm not going to cancel.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, Friday's
Fridays are my
always,
best day.
it's the beginning of the weekend.
Yeah,
So,
that's the way I look at it. Woohoo! Works for me. And send my regards to Hank.
I
And give
will.
Abby a hug and Kristen a hug and everybody else a hug. And I'll speak to you all soon. Love you all. Bye.
Bye, darling.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Good to see you. Bye-bye.
Bye.